I grew up in Portland, Oregon. It's my hometown. It's where I'm from. And which means that all my best friends are Blazer fans, right? I don't have a favorite team. I'm not a fan. I just don't yell at things. I just have a hard time. The one time I've ever felt like a fan was when I was watching Gardner Minshew at Washington State last year, and I don't really care how they do this year. I just like Gardner Minshew. I like players more than teams. But the point is, a lot of my friends are very much Blazer fans, all my best friends. And when the Blazers center, Yusuf Nurkic, got hurt earlier this year, my friends kind of gave up on the Blazers season. They said, man, it's too bad. One of our best players, our big three is hurt, and it's going to really hurt us. And so I totally wrote off the Blazers in my head. I said, yeah, the Blazers are out. They lost their center. They still have CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. But clearly I was wrong. I mean, recently we saw the Blazers blow past the Oklahoma City Thunder in just 5 games. And the way the series ended was a really, really big deal. And it went viral. It was awesome. It was very exciting. The Blazers star, Damian Lillard, hit a 40-foot buzzer beater to win the game and end the series in Game 5. And I have 2 big takeaways from this moment that I think are very important. The number one thing is this, that Damian Lillard's career has been just completely underappreciated, undervalued. He's the best Blazer ever. The best Portland Trailblazer ever is Damian Lillard. And by the way, he's a better player than Russell Westbrook. A lot of people call him Russell Westbrook. There's a reason for that. This is an easy call. Damian Lillard hits a 3-point shot clutch often. I've seen many, many game winners in my lifetime living in the Portland area. I remember a couple years ago where he hit a shot with 0.9 seconds left to knock the Houston Rockets out of contention in the playoffs, and it was awesome. Here's a 100% fact. Between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Blazers, this is completely true. Russell Westbrook is at the very least, the 4th person I would have take a buzzer beater. I would have Damian Lillard shoot the final shot. I'd have Paul George shoot the final shot. I'd have CJ McCollum shoot the final jump shot. If I need a 3-pointer for the win, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, or Paul George, and then I go to Russell Westbrook. Because Russell Westbrook's jumper, it's not Damian Lillard's. It's not Paul George's. It's not CJ McCollum's. It's a big problem. To have by the way, a basketball player with a problem with his jump shot, it's a big deal. And I also want to point out a funny number that really I think is cool. Since Paul George decided to stay in Oklahoma City rather than join the LA Lakers, the Lakers and the Thunder have the same amount of playoff series wins. 0. And here's the story to me is that, yes, Damian Lillard deserves far more recognition than he's ever been given before. People very much underappreciate Damian Lillard. He's kind of tucked up into the corner of the country and nationally doesn't get a lot of attention. But man, really the story to me is people so wildly celebrate Russell Westbrook. He makes headlines all the time. He gets so much attention from NBA writers. And, the last time the guy won a playoff series was when he had Kevin Durant on his team. Since Kevin Durant left, in the 3 years since Kevin Durant left the Oklahoma City Thunder, 4 years ago, Russell Westbrook has not won a playoff series. Despite the advantageous numbers, despite things in his favor, couldn't pull it off. Last year, this year, 3 years ago. Man, look at it this year. So Yusuf Nurkic was hurt, and the Blazers had CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. And the numbers were in the favor of the Oklahoma City Thunder. They had Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, and they still couldn't make it happen. They couldn't win their series. It's awful. Ever since losing Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook has very much underperformed. And by the way, I know what people are starting to recognize. Oh, he's fading. Like the love for Russell Westbrook is slowly starting to fade. People are going, oh, maybe it's kind of a fraud. Let me just be very clear. It's time to call it like it is. Russell Westbrook is overrated. Russell Westbrook. One more time. Russell Westbrook is overrated. I just want to say thank you so very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports, and it is my favorite thing in the entire world. I love it. In fact, my dream is to someday do Strong Opinion Sports as my full-time job. If you believe in me, if you believe in that dream, please help me grow by telling your friends about the show. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. Maybe you put a screenshot it, maybe you put it on Instagram. It does me a huge help if you can tell your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Another way you can help me if you want, no pressure, I have a PayPal, paypal.me/Zach Schaumler. I also have a Patreon account, patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. It does me a huge help if you want to. Really, if you have no money to give, no problem, please. The number one thing, if you want to help Strong Opinion Sports, the number one thing you can do is help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast.